Oh, good morning, everybody. What day is it? The 19th? I think it's March 19th, 2025. It's Wednesday. We've got Robert right here. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Robert's like, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. We got some other good news going out there, but I can't talk about it just yet. I'm excited um, for someone that had a certain situation. Well, I can't really get into it, um, but it'll come out later. Anyway, here's Liz. Hey, Liz, how's it going? We got Terry the trucker. He's on the road. I don't think he's going to be able to harass us in the chat like normal, which is kind of what we look for each day. You know, Terry giving us a hard time and being disruptive in the chat. But that's okay. it's he's a tough guy. He can handle it. He likes it. He likes the attention, right? Robert's like, I don't know. What's the matter? Hmm? What's the matter? You're so pitiful. Why are you being so pitiful this morning? uh, Teenage drama. Oh, gotta love that. Nothing wrong with teenage drama. Yeah, he was number one on the chat. He signed on prematurely and was throwing some stuff up there. Hmm. Ah. Anywho, it's Wednesday. It's gonna be nice outside today. Um, I played some video games last night, and yeah, I didn't do so hot. So our poll today is in honor of Istanbul. So if she shows up, this poll is for her. Free chat doesn't count. Well, I don't know. We can look and see who actually had the first one at 7 a.m. Let's go here and look real quick. So if we're going by timestamps, Liz was the first one. Yeah. So, um, yeah, Liz was technically the first person in the chat if we're going by timestamps of when the live actually started. So Terry got the preemptive strike, but Liz was number one. Oh, yeah, that would be bad. That have uncles, yeah. So, good morning, everyone. If you're new here, this is Coffee with Malcolm. It's just casual conversation over a cup of coffee. Robert the dog has decided to lay on the floor, and we kind of just go over some stuff today. Our polls are always kind of silly, really have no point. Yesterday, one of our viewers, Istanbul, was going on about how she doesn't like avocado. Now, she lives in Turkey, and she tried avocado, thought it was disgusting. So, we're just kind of teasing her a little bit today with the guacamole and different options in the poll. So just having a little fun. I have done tea time a couple of times in the evening, and I don't know. I might try it again. This is my main focus every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on here and say hi to everybody. Um, there's an app that I use a lot called the Good News Network. We get in there and try to, find some lighthearted things to talk about and keep us in a positive mood to get the day started. Hey, Istanbul, there she is. Today's poll is for you, so I hope you enjoy it. Just teasing a little bit. Um, let's see here. There's a they come up with the stories all the time. This one was from today. It says the boy saved his friend from choking at school. The kid said, "I just did my thing," which was the Heimlich. So there's a little good stuff. There's a little video, but I can't really show that to you. Um, in North Carolina, a 9-year-old boy stepped in and saved his friend at school. So that was good. He learned the Heimlich maneuver, got in there, and saved his friend. That's inspiring. You know, um, we've all been taught. I think, shoot, I've been taught. I was taught the Heimlich maneuver forever ago, and thought, when am I ever going to use that? When am I ever going to use the Heimlich maneuver on somebody? I mean, I don't know how. It's not that difficult to do. And if you ever worked in restaurants, they have posters up for servers and cooks and things like that to know how to give you're serving food. Somebody starts choking. You need to It's not. I'm just playing with you, Istanbul. The Heimlich maneuver. That's good. The little 9-year-old kid in Riley Oaks Charter School. Jason Branch saved the life of his 7-year-old friend Darren. He was eating a granola bar and started choking. Hmm. That's awesome. I think that's some good news. Teaching you kids how to do different things like that. There was we talked about this kid in Great Britain. His dad's a paramedic, and he's 12 or 13. And he gives CPR classes. Um, you know, did the West and Blue? I was on last night. These guys are. I don't want Johnny. I don't want to get myself. I don't want to get myself in trouble, Johnny. I already feel like I'm being shadow banned on YouTube as it is. I don't really need to get myself messed up again with the YouTube Illuminati. What's going on with Istanbul today? She's got some bad news. What's going on? Don't take it personal. It is, but no. It's like people. Most everybody's going to say guacamole. I'm sure. As some people said, avocado ice cream. I've never had avocado ice cream. Um, I looked up a list of stuff that's a lot of it's guacamole this, guacamole that, but some along the line there's avocado ice cream with like almond shavings on top or something like that. I don't know. I know there's pistachio ice cream. I've had that, but yeah. Uh oh. Let's see here. Oh, we got some political stuff going on in Turkey. Mm. I'm not sure. I don't even like handling the political scene we have here in the States. I can't imagine how, it's different in other countries and what's going on and the backstory behind that. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. Just close the poll because it was in the way. uh, um, you don't have to keep your mouth shut. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's something major happening in your area, I get it. It's top news. You want to talk about it some. I just don't know how I can assist in that conversation really. Um, I just hope the best for you. I hope everything works out. I hope it doesn't go crazy over there where you are. Seems like the rest of the world thinks we're going crazy over here, but I think it's just another day in the United States. It's always something crazy going on political wise with every president. There's some political hoopla going on. So I don't even bother messing with it. I'm just like, what? I'm out. I'm not even going to mess with it. Oh, you want me to get rid of the poll? I can get rid of the poll, Terry, Istanbul, if you want me to. I was just playing a little bit. Oh man, yeah. That I don't know. I don't know. I'm reading the comments in my little teleprompter I put up. Um, it's just I've said this 100 times too. I feel fortunate to be here in the United States for a lot of reasons. I have visited a few other countries around the world, and you know, I've never been to Turkey. Istanbul's traveled herself. What I'm trying to get at, especially for anybody watching here in the United States, you got it pretty good overall compared to a lot of other countries. Not all countries are worse than the United States. In some people's opinion, they prefer different countries, and I get that. Um, but to really understand and appreciate where you are, sometimes you have to experience another area to really appreciate what you got. Um, to be in Istanbul's situation where she's having to put up with something like that, you know, it's not fun. It's not fun. It can be kind of scary. you know, being in a small country and having political upheave like that, you don't know if it's going to affect you in the future. And we seem to be having that stuff too, but I don't know, man. That's why I try to. It's too much. It's too much to fathom. That's why I try to stay out of it. It just brings me down. I can't. That's why I go to these little apps like the Good News Network and stuff like that. Try to find stuff that's uplifting in some way. Um, but anyway, like the kid doing the Heimlich maneuver. That was good stuff. Are we really, Wesley? Oh, let's wait for a couple of those to come around, and then we can proceed with other stuff. What's his name? Mike Rowe turned 63 today. He did that show, Dirty Jobs, where he was like, have the. There's a lot of jobs out there that we don't know go on to make our lives easier, like people who work in sewers and garbage and waste management and things like that. That is some just really nasty jobs, but they're jobs that got to be done. And the rest of us get to play on the internet and sip coffee while these people get in there and scrape and clean and manage nasty stuff. But that's where I remember Mike Rowe from that show, Dirty Jobs. But he's done some other stuff later on after that. Um, but he's best known for Dirty Jobs. Yeah. What the heck? They just repeated this stuff. Wait a minute. It's repeating the same day in history stuff as yesterday. I'm about to call foul on this thing. Johnny has a dirty job going out there and pulling security. Mm-hmm. It is like Groundhog Day. What's going on with my little good news app today? Supposed to be able to share some stuff with you, and it's the same stuff as yesterday. Well, I guess they can have bad days on the internet too. I don't know. Got some soccer news and some stuff they were talking about yesterday as well. I'm sure Ramish would be all about that. I don't know. Dirty Dan. I'm not sure. Dirty Dan. I haven't seen anything about him. There's a few people that used to show up in the chat all the time that haven't in a while. Leo. Haven't seen him in a while. I sent him a text message. He didn't reply. Which is fine. He's not required to by any means, but I hope he's okay. We had Tommy. Tommy used to be on here all the time during the beginning of all my live casts back in the summer, and I haven't seen anything from him. Oh, those guys came back from space. That's right. And the capsule came down. They've been stuck up there because Boeing can't get their Starliner capsule to work right. So SpaceX had to go up there and rescue them. Yeah. It's National Let's Laugh Day and National Caramel Day. Huh. There you go. I laughed. I laugh all the time. I got that down. I like caramel. I haven't had like the chewy caramel in a long time. Avocados taste great. mm. You doing the caramel frappe? I don't know. Those little flavored coffees and all the other stuff they do. I just don't really care for them myself. I may go to the store and get some little caramel. Werther's Originals. There's your caramel. Avocados taste great. I think they taste great. I was also reading about the avocados. Here, the avocados from Central America tend to have a more savory flavor, and some of the avocados in your part of the world, is simple, have more of a sweet taste to them. So that may be a part of it as well. I can send you an avocado, but the postal service, which I work for, and especially in other countries, isn't that stellar. Ramesh is still waiting for his coffee mug from November. It made it to India. They lost it, not us. Um, but yeah, mud rain. I'm not familiar with the mud rain. Rorik Newtonfeld. You have a very peculiar name, sir. Mud rain. I've never heard about that. Maybe we can look that up. I'll look up mud rain. See what he's got talking about. We have a somebody put in the chat. I may be getting set up for something. I don't know, but I'll look at it and see. Mud rain phenomenon. Dirty or muddy rain. Just what it sounds like. Rain that dirt has dust particulars in it. Um, eh, just dirt in the air, getting stuck in the water, coming down. Mud rain. I remember when the acid rain was a big thing. Everybody was freaking out about that. Remember that in like the 90s? We got acid rain due to pollution. Hey, Ved. I hate the Rubik's Cube. Just saying. Um, and now we have mud rain. I guess mud rain's always been there. You can think about it like sandstorms and dust storms putting that stuff in the air. End days are soon. Yeah, it's the end of the world. It's raining mud. uh, you're in Wisconsin. You're from Texas. Rorik. It's got to be Rorik. You've never had avocado in your life? You know, put tannerite in the Rubik's Cube. Because I've watched like 4 different videos. I know that's not a lot when it comes to Rubik's Cube solving. But these people are just like, oh, you just do this, you just do that. If you're in our Discord, I put a video in the Discord of a guy on um oh, okay, you're good, Liz. Um this guy, he doesn't solve the Rubik's Cube. He purposely scrambles it up. Looks at the scrambled Rubik's Cube, hides it, takes the Rubik's Cube that is solved, closes his eyes, looks at the ceiling with a timer, scrambles it up to match the one that he already scrambled up, and does it in like 45 seconds. People like that, I don't like them anymore. I don't like them. I don't like them anymore. No, don't like people who play Rubik's Cubes. No, I don't like Rubik's Cube. They're juggling and solving it. They're purposely messing it up and matching the messed up Rubik's Cube with their eyes closed. I can get one color on one side, and then I'm like, I'm done. I really want to throw the thing. I'm very impatient when it comes to that Rubik's Cube. Will I ever learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube? It says yes, but it's just a magic 8 ball. I don't know if I can take its word or not. It's like, and then there's like so many quintillion possibilities for Rubik's Cube as well. I don't know. You can do it under 1 minute. You can solve it in 1 minute. It's a cool nerdy, I guess so. But I don't know. I got super frustrated with it. And I've only been messing with it for a couple of days. I get it. Take some time. Um, Thanks for sharing, Johnny. Do it under a minute. And then there was this guy, I found a YouTube video of him trying to teach me how to do the Rubik's Cube, or teach people in general. And it had like 81 million views on this how to learn a Rubik's Cube. And people in the chat, including myself, was like, well, the reason it has 80 million views is because you got to watch it 80 million times to solve the damn thing. It's like you can't just watch it once and be like, I got it. I mean, I guess you could if you're a super genius prodigy type person, or that guy that can do scramble it up and match with his eyes closed in 45 seconds. Um, yeah, and then there's this algorithms. I get it, Ved. It's supposed to be all cool and everything. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. But there are probably a quintillion ways to destroy it as well. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep playing with it for a few more days, and then if I don't make any progress, I'll probably do a video of me destroying it. I might do the Office Space scene where they take the printer out in the field and beat it with baseball bats to some gangster rap music. I could do that with the Rubik's cube. Yep. Well, Bed's getting deep on it. It's like some metaphor for life. Well, I don't know. I don't know about all that. We'll play with it a little bit longer. If I can solve it, I'll solve it on camera. I said that I would learn how to solve it by the end of 2025, so I got plenty of time. And then he's getting all philosophical with the cube, Ved. I appreciate your positivity and good outlook regarding the Rubik's cube. I'm just not feeling it, bro. Not feeling it. There was a story also that I was listening to. I think this happened a while back, but there was a woman, a young woman, got listen to the cube. She was on an airplane, had a window seat, and this kid evidently was throwing a fit because he or she, I don't know what the kid was. It was a kid, and was freaking out that they wanted the window seat so they could look out. And the woman was like, I bought a ticket. This is my seat by the window. I'm already settled in. I'm not getting up and giving it to this bratty kid. And she did it. And there were some videos people took like, why don't you give the kid, why don't you give the kid the seat? Why you gotta be a jerk for? Blah blah blah. And it's like you didn't give in to this whining, screaming kid on the airplane that wants a window seat. Well, it went kind of viral, I guess. She got a lot of flack for it. It affected her job and some other stuff, and her neighbors and things like that were treating her differently because her little "I'm not gonna bend for a crying kid" went went viral, and so now she's suing the airline for defamation, and risking. I think she, like I said, it affected her job and all kinds of other stuff too. And I was like, seriously, so you just I don't know. If I did that as a kid, my parents would have just smacked me, told me to shut up and get over it. you know, it's just I don't know. Is it so bad to pop a kid on top of the head every once in a while and tell him to sit down and shut up? Really? Oh, the people were telling the woman to grow up, but the little kid was throwing a fit. Good for her for standing her ground. Waits for greetings. I see you, Gramish. I was in the middle of a sentence. Good to see you, bro. I'm not sure if she shared the video herself or how it got out there, but she's suing the airline now. So yeah. I don't know. It's just like, if I can imagine if a parent came up and talked to the woman and say, "Look, this is my kid's first time on the airplane. Could he sit by the window just for a little bit so he can look out the window? That'd be really cool. It's his first time. He's super excited, and I'd really appreciate it just for a little bit." If they would have done something like that and just asked real nicely, kind of explained how the kid's excited, maybe wants to look out the window, she probably would have gotten up. She probably would have gotten up and said, "Yeah, he can look out the window for a few minutes, no problem." Um, but to have the kid like throwing a tantrum, and then other people berating her and stuff like that. No, no, I wouldn't have gotten up either. I'm like, screw you, I'm not doing this. Van, he's like, imagine don't donate $2 in charity, and they come with pitchforks and destroy your house. Exactly, Blue. If they would have just asked nicely and maybe explained, and the kid was just kind of just standing there smiling, I would have been like, yeah, get over here, look out the window, whatever. But I mean, she probably there was a point in that whole conversation that she'd already crossed the threshold where if she got up, it looked like she would have caved. So she had to stand her ground. She already passed that threshold of whatever you want to call it, and then she just had to sit there and say, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting up and not moving." I wonder if she had to go to the bathroom. She's like, you know what? I'm not even going to get up to go to the bathroom at this point. I'm just going to sit here the whole damn time and hold it. uh, oh no, Ved found my Indian lookalike. You'll have to put it in the Discord. Put it in Discord. I have an Indian brother. Oh my goodness! Please share the picture on the Discord for me, please. I have an Indian lookalike face. I find that hard to believe, Ramesh. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of people out there that have my look. Oh, Conor McGregor shaved his facial hair. I'm not getting those comments anymore. I do not look like your ex, Istanbul. That dude looks creepy as hell. It's gonna ball's gonna be harder to pull off. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. I'd have to shave my head and all facial hair, and then he was like, fist bumping the president and stuff in the White House on St. Patrick's Day. It's 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 just comical. I don't really get into politics, but all this stuff is like really in your face. It's like, how can you ignore it? Or we have the United has the United States always been this ridiculous in politics for the world stage? Am I missing something? Don't answer that, Istanbul. Don't answer that. Uh, it was on a St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, Conor McGregor was in the Oval Office, and they were joking around about the Gulf of America poster. Yeah. Living in Athens, Greece. I'm sure we all have doppelgangers out there around the world that look like us. Mm. It was St. Patrick's Day, not at Patrick's Day. Yeah. I got what you said there, Johnny B. Johnny Belligerent. Johnny Bullet. I know my Indian accent impersonation is from The Simpsons mainly. So yeah, I live in Athens, Georgia, and this guy was in Athens, Greece. I don't look like him. I really don't. You showed me a picture. I do not see the resemblance. He looks like. The Indian accent was terrible. I know, I'm sure it was. I'm sure your American accent is terrible too, there, Ved. So there, take that, buddy. Ramesh, when are you going to send me that video clip we talked about so I can do my WTF news video? Small truck Terry. Come on, Ramesh. Ramesh is supposed to take a video clip in where he lives and send it to me so I can make a WTF news video. And he hasn't done it. We got to get Ramesh to do this. This is going to be a good one. Tourette's Terry. Yeah, Tourette's Terry. Saying all kinds of weird stuff. That's his new nickname, by the way. And normally we guess where Terry is, but he's eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. He said he's got to get some, honking at people and telling them to get out of the way. Yeah. Give one day. All right. Ramesh gave himself a 1 day limit. So yeah, you're glad you don't have an American. Well, fine then. I'm glad you don't have an American accent either. Hey, Latoya, thanks for joining us this morning. Terry's on the road. Normally he's tearing up or he's doing his Tourette stuff on the chat, but he's not. He's on the road, so we've been spared. But Terry likes the 10-second timeout as well. So, Johnny B, you got people following you on here. Latoya saying hi to you, Johnny. Latoya Williams. I think she's one of the Liz fans from the Liz crew and the Liz lives. So yeah, if you haven't followed Liz, she's really cool. She's trying to build her channel, but she's like Loving Life with Liz is her channel, I believe, and positive stuff. She says good things, kind of like the same vibe we got going on here. But she's got little munchkins running around screaming in the background, so she's got a lot more patience than I have. So Liz is the person we should ask if she would have given up her airline seat, her seat in the airplane. Yeah. You said hi once, and that covers all your highs. Johnny's like, I've got a pocket full of highs. I'm giving one for this chat, and that's it. I got a bunch of other chats to go to and say hi in. I'm not wasting all my highs. That's it, mm. What else we got going on Wednesday that we can chat about? Where's my app here again? Let's see if they refreshed it and put anything new for today. Because they keep updating this thing. And now it's just completely frozen. Of course, why would it work properly? Dun, 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 dun. Yep. I don't know. They haven't updated. What was this one? 3 days ago. So everybody gives Elon Musk credit for being the super genius, getting the SpaceX satellite up there, bringing astronauts down. To me, he's comparable to Steve Jobs. He's got some really good ideas, but he hires a bunch of smart people to do it for him, right? So it's not like Steve Jobs wasn't out there, soldering microchips, and Musk isn't out there turning a wrench and fueling up a rocket. See what I'm saying? They're smart guys. They come up with some great ideas, and they have money to say, all right, all you people I just hired, make this happen. The reason I say that, because 99 years ago, a few days ago, Dr. Robert Goddard launched the world's first liquid-fueled rocket after building it himself. Shows him a chalkboard with all kinds of, mathematics on there, and liquid fueled rocket. He built it himself, and he did it himself, and it was in Massachusetts, using liquid oxygen and gasoline's propellants. It went 40 feet in the air. Yep. And then as time went on, he got people on board with him, but he did it himself. He didn't have like a team of people out there turning wrenches and doing that stuff. He did it himself. Baby Blue's on here. We got all kinds of people. I'm missing the chat. Terry's going to give me a hard time. We got Latoya. Uh-oh. Johnny's got a secret admirer. Okay. Yeah, he would pay. How do you unhide people, Johnny? I don't know. You didn't mean to hide her comments? You put her in timeout? Once you put them in timeout, I think they're in timeout for that duration. So, yeah. Do I know who invented rocket fuel? I do not, but I can look it up. What does the space stuff serve for humanity? They say they're doing experiments on the space station for science and medicine. I can kind of get that. But why bother going to the moon or Mars when we haven't even explored the depths of our own oceans? You know? Why? I mean, we spend all this money to go far out and beyond, and but we got stuff we haven't even explored here on Earth in the depths of our oceans. Take all that money and research, build something that will go super deep into the ocean and explore. We might have something at the bottom of the ocean that's alive right now that could help us cure cancer or something like that. Who knows? I'm just saying. I'm kind of with this Tim Bull on this. We spent all this money and research to go to Mars, and for what? You're not going to be raising crops out there in Mars. It's not going to have cornfields and soybean growing out there to bring back to Earth or something like that. You know? I mean, what? It's kind of cool to learn about them. You could throw a little satellite out there to kind of look around and see stuff like the Voyager and things like that. But why do that other stuff? Yeah, yeah, we could, but they want to be in the history books. That's why they're doing all that kind of stuff, going to Mars and whatnot. And NASA's the reason. I mean, NASA now, there's a lot of research that's done through the military and NASA that has trickled down to the civilian world, from all kinds of things that we use every day and don't even think about. But who's to say that if we were using that same effort and money and scientific knowledge and power to explore the depths of the ocean, as an example, versus going to Mars, we probably would have still came up with a lot of these different tools and gadgets and things that we use today through research and development for military purposes and for deep sea exploration and whatnot like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the military is the reason why I have GPS in it. Exactly. Yeah. Well, the internet was kind of spawned in by a couple of colleges wanting to transfer stuff across the country. Uh, but yeah, I know they're exploring it, but I'm just saying, there's like what's that? The trench in the Atlantic Ocean that's like so damn deep. The pressure is so great, it would just crush anything you send down there. Um, Maybe we can come up with something that won't be crushed and can be sent down there. I don't know. Rob, how we doing, Rob? Doing okay this morning. Uh, I'm babbling about stuff as usual. Mariana's Trench. Yeah. Yeah, we got, well, last time we had a split screen. I had Terry on here one time. That was fun. And then we had Johnny B, but he refused to show his face on camera. Yeah, the good old days when you had the Rand McNally Road Atlas, and it was this huge book, and you'd flip to the wherever you are, and you would like, all right, we got to take this yellow road about 3 inches, and then hang a right onto this blue road named something something. Istanbul, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. I was talking about that yesterday. It's like, you know, it's only 11 kilometers deep. Yeah, let's see. The chat's going pretty quick. I gotta scroll. It's still the trench itself is deep, but it's like way down there. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Ved, have a great day. Um, I don't know, but we were joking. I was joking around with the customer. She said that she's a teacher, and that her students were asking her. I was like, well, how did you get to your friend's house if you'd never been there before, without smartphones and things like that? What did you do? He was like, well, Uh, we stopped and asked neighbors. We wrote down directions. Um, we met them in town and followed them in the rest of the way to their house. Uh, there's all kinds of different things you did. Or you just kept driving around till you're like, oh, there they are. Gas was a lot cheaper then too, so you could just drive around in circles. But Johnny's always flirting. Johnny is always flirting. Terry is he's the dirty minded fellow. Johnny is the flirter, packing heat. Good morning, Mary. I heard you had some good news. I won't go any further, but congratulations, Mary. Um, Maybe I'll chat with you later, or you'll be able to tell some more. But I'm happy for your good news. Um, I'll just say that. And I'm glad you're here too, Mary. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. I don't have quite the ruckus or the crowd that you have in your live streams with some of your particular individuals that join your streams. Um, yeah, they really carry the conversation on pretty good. I saw that you were feeding your little bird sunflower seeds. I don't think mourning doves eat sunflower seeds, especially if they're still in the shell. Because I've got feeders all in the backyard, and I've done feeders. I'm not a bird expert, but all the mourning doves that I ever get in my yard, um, they just get the little seeds that fall on the ground from the feeder, and they eat all that. But I've never seen them go after, and I've had sunflower seeds, but I've never seen them eat sunflower seeds. I'm not saying they don't per se, but I've never seen it happen. I would assume they would prefer just regular seeds. They don't have the beak to crack the shell like a cardinal does, you know? Okay. She loves them. She eats them. Well, that's great. I was just concerned that the bird wouldn't eat them. I was going to suggest something else, but if she's eating them, then that's awesome. Then my doves are lazy. The doves I have, they just they travel in pairs and they eat the little seeds on the ground and they move about their business. But you know, now if they were shelled, I could see them eating that too. But most of the birds that eat the sunflower seeds themselves have a different type of beak, like cardinals per se, and they can crack that shell easily and eat the seed. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm not an expert. Never claimed to be. I'm just telling you what I saw. I didn't know they ate them, so maybe I learned something new. I'm sure they eat pecans, yeah, nuts and things like that. Um, but I had blue jays. Um, don't eat. They have this one blue jay had a very unique way of cracking the shells of sunflower seeds that I had out for my squirrel feeder, and he would take a little seed, go up on the fence post, and like a woodpecker, he would slam it against the boards, crack it open, and that's how he'd eat the seed. He sounded like a woodpecker up there eating those sunflower seeds. It was quite entertaining to watch. Johnny brings all the girls to the yard. uh, that's Johnny's claim to fame. He brings all the girls to the yard. Yeah, a set of blue jays. Yeah, here I've got a bunch of woodpeckers and stuff like that, and a bunch of bluebirds, which is different. So that's kind of cool. And I'm still battling the squirrels, trying to keep them off my bird feeders. But it's an ongoing battle. And I gave them their own feeder. So it's not like I'm starving the squirrels out, whatever else somebody might want to say. I don't know what people say. People say all kinds of crazy stuff all the time, right? What are you going to do? Well, my time is almost up here. It's 7:45. We do 45-minute run each morning with this stuff. Thanks for joining us or joining me. Guacamole is the overall winner for the avocado. Check out Mary. There's all kinds of people that join this chat to get on live. So I'll put some links in some of my descriptions, do some shout outs for some of my other YouTubers Liz, she's on all the time. She's got a good thing going on. Mary, she does gig work all day long on YouTube. She's got a good stream going on. She's fun to watch and hang out with. So yeah, just check out these other people. Like, share, subscribe this video too, please, and get the word out as well. I really appreciate you guys' support, coming in and hanging out with me and putting up with me, and some of the other degenerates that we have on here, like Terry and Johnny. But anyway, all right, guys, I got to go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you maybe tonight or tomorrow. All right, guys.